Tottenham Stadium, my camera guys are saying it's a golden cockerel. It's a golden cockerel there. Listen, I don't know about that, but the Spurs, I know, are undefeated. They're atop the table. Well, kind of. They're tied with Arsenal, but no one's keeping score. Listen, I'm no Rebecca Lowe, but listen to me. The youth, the feistiness, the unrelenting force of the Spurs 2023 squad with no Kane and Big Ange in charge. New coach, new manager, I should say. I believe that there's some osmosis going on here. They've been energetically giving life to these NFL international bouts. The Jags, they're young, they're feisty, they don't give up. That started at the end of last year. Waffle House, anyone? Anyone here in London know what the Waffle House is? We know what Wilton Arms is, of course. Steak nights.
Yeah. Steak Wednesdays.
Hamilton's here with me. I think that this Spurs team, which I learned a lot about this week, they're young, they're unrelenting, they don't give up. My camera guys are so mad, they're Liverpool fans. Some sort of heist went on this field a couple weeks ago. Shh, both of you. The Jags won. They took down the Falcons. The Jags won. They take down the mighty Bills. And now we'll see who wants it more, the Tennessee Titans or the Baltimore Ravens, which used to be like the most badass rivalry with Eddie George doing his thing up against our guy Ray Lewis for years and years and years. I think we have to throw to the cold open, right?
Do we?
Should we start the show?
Let's do it
now. We're at Tottenham Stadium. Who wants it more, the Tennessee Titans or the Baltimore Ravens? I'm Kay Adams. I'm here with Matt Hamilton, who is famous in London. We've had a lot of fun here. What guests? We had Debo on. We had a Monday, Tuesday Gronk Day. We have Deestroying on the show today. Joy Taylor is stopping by the program and popping by. She's an incredible force, and she's doing some amazing things. And we will have Chris Johnson, who was going to tell us a little bit about this rivalry. I mean, Titans-Ravens used to be a thing. Eddie George, Ray Lewis, they used to knock each other's blocks off all the time. What do they got? Who wants it more behind us? But as for us right now, we are so grateful to FanDuel for having us out here, for letting us do our thing, for letting us put together content, letting me get drunk every day for a full hour in the middle of your morning back in the States. Hamilton and I are going to try to get through as many games as we can to sort of set the table and give you guys a preview. And though this game's going to start the day on Sunday, and it's going to be incredible, I thought we should start with the big Sunday night showdown with our guy Daniel Jones going up, the team that lost here in Josh Allen. So we're going to sort of take the upset side of this, and I'm going to say the Giants will get the upset if what?
We got to see turnover-prone Josh Allen come out again. I think that's the only chance the Giants have in this game is if he starts doing it. I don't expect that to happen. I think he's really turned a corner, and he's protecting the football really well. Even the interception he threw in this building on Sunday against the Jaguars was more a great play by Darius Williams than it was a bad throw from Josh. So,
who on the Giants could scare Josh Allen?
Xavier McKinney maybe makes a play. Adoree Jackson, we'll see. But it's a tall order. The health situation with the Giants is still something we're going to be monitoring going up to kickoff. We also, Color Rush Day. Bills are wearing the all reds. The Giants are wearing the throwback whites. That might be the most interesting part of this game.
Is it? Oh, well, Chris Collinsworth and Mike Tirico, back to you. That's the Sunday night game. I'm excited for that one. I think Daniel Jones, is he ruled out yet?
Not yet.
Really? I thought he was ruled out. We'll figure that out.
False report out there.
Really?
Around, but he didn't practice. It's still very much up in the air.
I say maybe bubble wrap him for the week. Smoke your cigars, Dable. I'm really concerned with this. Sean McDermott and the Dable of it all. 5 cigars versus a TRX machine when he wakes up before he even washes his eyes out. Okay, it's my turn. Go for it.
Your turn. Saints-Texans. How did the Texans pull this one off?
C.J. Stroud's got a C.J. Stroud. It's not going to be easy. Easier said than done, though. He has been amazing, but I need another top through the air game. I need a 300-plus game from C.J. Stroud. We've seen it before. Not an easy task, though. Saints defense, they're something special. They're top 5. You heard me talking to Cam Jordan about this. I asked Cam, are you excited to play a rookie? Be honest. And he's like, no, C.J. Stroud. He was talking up C.J. That scares me. Though I will say, the rookie's yet to throw an interception on the season yet. But still, I think Lattimore, I think all those boys are going to have a little something, veteran leadership there. But if he beats them, if C.J. Stroud takes down this Saints, this top 5 defense, the best defense Cam Jordan, 10-plus years in the league has ever had, now we have him cemented in the Offensive Rookie of the Year conversation. All right, moving along here. This is the Hamilton Bowl, Colts-Jags. Colts pull off a win in Duval, if what?
We're going to need to see some vintage Gardner Minshew. It's his return to Jacksonville.
Jorts and a bandana and a terrible haircut? What do you need?
Oh, yeah. He's played very well, though, filling in for Anthony Richardson. He's kept this offense on schedule. The run game shaping back up. Remember, the Jags won the Week 1 matchup, but the Colts didn't have Zach Moss in that game. They obviously didn't have Jonathan Taylor. They have both of those guys in this one. But I do think we're going to need to see a little bit of magic out of Minshew, because the Jaguars right now, I think they're starting to hit their stride right at the right time.
Mm-hmm. Did you want to ask me the next question?
Oh, yeah, I can do that.
Okay, great.
Seahawks Bengals. I know you got that vintage Seahawks sweatshirt the other day, but you love your Bengals.
Bengals fans not happy about it. So I believe the Seahawks would be the upset for this one. Yes. And I think, we have Chris Johnson on the show today. So let's talk a little run game. Kenneth Walker's a monster. He's a monster. And if he keeps running the way that we know he can run, these Bengals, my Bengals, are in trouble. He's looking healthy. We've seen him take over games, 156 yards, 2 touchdown performance against the Panthers. And you know who's not been great against the run this year? Dun, dun, dun. Cincinnati. Not great. Not great so far. I think it's sort of the weakness on this team. If I'm looking at it, they're 31st in run defense. We love Geno. He's a great story. But if I'm Coach Lou, I'm saying, all right, we're going to sell out. We're going to stop Kenneth Walker from the damage he can do, and we're going to have Geno try to beat us through the air. I think that's how the upset happens. Let me show you how it's done. Lions-Bucks, Hammer. The Bucks get the win. How?
See, thank you for showing me that. I needed that. Another great uniform game, by the way. We're seeing the creamsicles. The creamsicles are back. We've been waiting for the creamsicles for forever. They're back. But if the Bucs are actually going to win this game, they're going to need to create some turnovers from Jared Goff. We've seen him throw interceptions in 3 of the last 4 games.
PFF's number 1 graded quarterback?
Yeah, but he wasn't throwing interceptions last year. He's turned the ball over a little bit. The Bucs defense is actually top 5 in creating turnovers right now, even though they've played 1 fewer game than pretty much everyone else in the league since they already had their bye. But I don't see any way. I think the Lions are so good. They're so talented right now. If they play a clean game.
This is Gronk's game of the week.
It really is. If the Lions play a clean game, I don't think the Bucs are stopping them. And we have one more game to talk about. One more game to talk about, the one that's going on right in this stadium, on this field behind us.
Yeah.
Titans-Ravens. How are the Titans going to get past this Ravens team and pull off an upset?
Is Derrick Henry here? Oh. Derrick Henry! No, yeah. I don't. Is he around? Is he looking like himself, potentially? Like, where? Derrick Henry is a monster. He's the king. He's El Tractorcito. He wears the crown. We need him to look like Derrick Henry. I won't scream again because I literally am getting. I've almost gotten kicked out of Tottenham Hotspur Stadium 3 different times, 5 different ways in this past week, so we're not going to do that. But he's rushed for 100 yards just once this season. I'm not used to a world in the NFL where Derrick Henry is like sub 4 yards per carry, and he's sitting there hovering about the 3.8 mark. He's battling a toe injury. We'll give him that. But the Titans are going to need him to be on his best game because this Ravens defense is feisty. They're hungry. They're number 2, I believe, as well.
Yeah, and I think the Ravens are coming into this a little ticked off with plenty to prove. It was not a good showing against the Steelers. A lot of mistakes in that game, a game they really feel like they should have won. And you look at the tape, they really should have. So I think they're going to be coming in with a chip on their shoulder as well. But you mentioned Derrick Henry. You're right. He just doesn't look quite like himself yet. I'm interested to hear Chris Johnson's thoughts. We have him coming up here in a little bit.
The tease to make up for the really bad teeing me up on stuff. That's well done by you.
There we go.
Are we going to get kicked out of here? Because I'm already looking.
Probably.
They put caution, wet paint, stay off the field. I was out on the field earlier, and they said, "Ma'am, this is not a Wendy's. You have heels on, and this is a pitch. This is Tottenham Hotspur." And so now if Tottenham spirals and Big Ange gets a loss this week and they all of a sudden lose their tie atop the table with Arsenal, then I'm going to be blamed. Somebody's going to trip over a little divot, and they're going to think it was me.
I have no idea what you were talking about. Other than big fan of Big Ange, Mob Wives, tremendous show.
Okay. I don't like that you want to talk about the jerseys and all of that
I know,
of it when you make fun of my fabulous pants that I'm wearing today.
Can we see the pants in these pockets? Again, they yelled at you for having heels. You didn't have a pair of kicks in here with that giant thing?
We'll be back with Chris Johnson, guys. You know what they used to not all these trackings, all these Amazon next-gen stats. We love them, but like Chris Johnson didn't have any of that back then. Is he faster than some of these guys? We're going to put him face-to-face with the Dolphins attack and how fast those dudes are all after this. I don't know why let's do it. Johnson, all these young cats trying to come for your NFL record for most scrimmage yards in a season. I mean, what are they even thinking? Why try?
Oh, man. Well, they got an extra game.
I know.
They got an extra game than I had or whatever like that. But
that doesn't count. There's an asterisk. It's got to be done in a 17-week situation, right?
In a 17-week situation. But, playing this game, anytime you plan it, set a record or anything, it's going to get broke one day. So it is what it is.
Oh, you seem, wow. I thought you were going to come in here like swinging. 10 years in the NFL. I'm this guy, got the record. No? You're good.
Yeah, I'm good. You got to pass the torch down. Hopefully, I can pass it down to my kids or whatever like that.
Wow.
I wouldn't mind if one of them break it, but, it's meant to be broke one day.
Who do you think's going to break it? Who would you be okay passing that torch down to? 'Cause Christian McCaffrey got real close.
Yeah, he got close. But I would love to pass it down to another Tennessee Titan. So, if Derrick Henry was to do it, then I wouldn't mind.
Okay, what's going on with Derrick Henry? Derrick Henry, El Tractorcito, the king. He's had 100-yard game this year. I feel like he doesn't really quite look like himself. He's got a bit of a toe injury. Now, I know, and I also think this is why you're not up in arms. You're tired because you just took a flight over here with the team. So I know you're tired. What did you learn? What do we know about Derrick Henry?
It's early. They have, like I said, they have 17 games. It's early. It's a long season. And you know how Derrick Henry is. He's a volume back. So the more touches you get, the more games he play, then he only have one 100-yard rushing game, but he might have that game where you get 200, 230, 300-400-yard games back to back. He's bound to do it, and he can do it.
Are you close with Rabel? Are you like, can you call? Did you walk up to Rabel on the plane while he's drinking his ginger ale and say, "Give him the ball more"?
Man, I'm gonna have to call Miss Amy Adams. I'm going straight to the owner. I'm gonna call Miss Amy.
I love it. So we're here. I understand that you're going to be the 12th Titan this weekend. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so the 12th Titan go out, I think it's either two options, either the middle of the field or they say somewhere in the stadium at the top on the roof somewhere.
What?
Doing something, getting the crowd pumped up and getting them ready to give Derrick Henry 30 touches. And
he looked at the camera. He said, "Amy, he's got to get 30 touches. We need him to be and that's what it's going to take against this Ravens squad, number 2 defense." Now, you actually played them twice your rookie year, right?
Right.
In 2008, and you guys got him in the playoffs. Remember when this rivalry used to be like the craziest thing? When you had Eddie George, and then you had Ray Lewis, and then you got there. Like, I know Javon Curse told you that this rivalry meant something.
Yeah, it definitely meant something, and it was crazy because, like you said, it started Eddie George and Ray Lewis. And when I played, it was still Ray Lewis was still there. So, played against him. That was a good rivalry. We used to go back and forth. And then Derrick Mason ended up leaving from Tennessee and going over there to the Ravens. So we get to play against him as well, too. So it definitely was a rivalry. And it was always nice playing against those guys.
What was your memory of this matchup? You got a Ray Lewis story? Some shit talking? What do you got?
Man, I think my first time, playing against him, we had to go down to Baltimore, and I always watched him growing up and things like that. And I remember the first time he hit me when I was on the ground. He's like, "I love you, young fella." I'm like, "What?" We're in the middle of the game. What you talking about, Ray?
What did you say? Did you say that to him?
No, that's what he said to me.
And what was your answer?
Nothing. I just got up and went back to the huddle.
Yeah, and then you faced him again. The craziest thing, I think one of the things I hate most about my NFL generation experience is that was your one trip to the playoffs. Yeah. 2008, 10-year career. You never got
twice.
back. You went twice?
Yes. We almost made the Super Bowl when I was with Arizona.
Oh, I forgot.
Arizona. We made it to the NFC championship game, and we lost to Cam Newton.
As a Titan,
as a Titan, once as a Titan. Yeah, that was brutal.
That's because you're too good for what was going on over there.
Yeah, it was brutal.
Okay, so what are you looking forward to? Being here in London, obviously the 12th Titan. We've got this big matchup. Give me the Chris Johnson keys to this game.
I think give Derrick Henry the ball, get him going.
You're looking at me like I don't talk to Braves, but I agree with you.
Yeah, well, I say give Derrick Henry the ball, get him going, get D-Hop going. And if we can get those two guys going, I think we'll be okay. And, we give Derrick Henry the ball enough time that'll keep the ball out of Lamar Jackson's hands enough. And I think we'll be okay. That's the keys to the victory.
We're talking about your career, obviously, some playoff runs, all of that. You took on the Ravens twice in 2008, and then you had a beautiful run. I just want you to give me, just because of the nostalgia of this and all of it, this 2015 situation where you were a Cardinal facing the Ravens and you went off for 122. Talk me through this run.
Oh, that was Monday Night Football. Anytime Monday night, the lights is on, primetime game, you got to come to play. And I think we had a stretch play right there and just put my foot in the ground, got out of field, and broke a few tackles and went to the crib.
Chris, how tired are you right now? Are you
Right
more
now?
tired than you were after that run from your flight with
I'm actually
the jet
okay
lag?
I'm actually okay right now. I ain't gonna get tired till I get in the car and driving back. Then I might fall asleep, man.
Well, we love having you here. You were the fastest man alive. You just were. And you laid claim to it. You said, I'm here. I'm the best. I could beat Usain Bolt, all of that. I want to show you the speeds of some of these teams. I mean, this Dolphins team.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so talk me through it. Here are the top speeds in the NFL this season. All Miami, all the time. Where are you clocking yourself in on this list?
Am I prime? Mm-hmm. Definitely at the top of that.
More than 22, huh?
Yeah, I think my top one was like 26 or something like that.
Well, we did some research, and here's the thing: they didn't have this kind of stuff when you were playing, this sort of MPH stuff. The top speed that we could find for you was 22 miles per hour on a 76-yard touchdown run against the Ravens, and that's according not to me.
Oh wow!
According to ESPN Sports Science. Do you think this is accurate, or do you think this was faster than that? Come on, what are we talking about here?
That was fast. I think I had one faster, but that was 22 wet, though, because that would put me at the top. I think Tyree was 22.
It was 22.01 or something like that.
Yeah.
We can take a look. So you were faster than all of these cats in your prime.
Yes, of course.
You're faster than everybody in the NFL right now in your prime.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what we like to hear from Chris Johnson, CJ2K. That's what it is. Now, this Devon Achane, have you seen him?
Yes, I've seen him.
What are your thoughts?
Oh, man, he's been playing great. And up until he got hurt, I was excited to see what type of year he was going to put together. For him to come in and not being projected as the top back, and for him to come in and do the things that he's been able to do, man, it's just amazing. It just shows you when you have to take advantage of your opportunity. Like when guys get hurt, because I think the guy in front of him got hurt, so he got his opportunity. So when you get in there, you got to take advantage of your opportunity and show what you can do.
What do you make of the comparisons to you? There's a lot of them out there.
Oh, man, I got to see more. It's early. He's had a couple good games. I just got to see more.
I like that. You see, Devon, you got to heal up. You got to get back there. You can make history, but you got to do your thing. Okay, so we talked. What else do you want to talk about here? How are you feeling about this? 2-3 Titans taking on the 3-2 Ravens. Who are you keeping your eye on the Ravens side of things?
On the Ravens side, I just think if we can slow Lamar down, don't let OBJ have a game on us. Don't let him dance in the end zone. I think we're going to be okay. And, like I said, get Derrick Henry going. I really want to see D-Hop get going.
Okay, and he's
early.
been looking better.
Yeah, he's been looking better, but I want to see him get going early in the game, not wait till the end. First, let's come out the first drive and throw him the ball. Let's give him at least 6 targets in the first quarter. Get him going early, and that'll get some of those guys out of the box for Derrick Henry, and you'll see one of those normal Derrick Henry games.
Sounds like you should be coaching, Chris.
Maybe.
What do you think? I know you've been coaching up your twin boys. We just talked about how you'd like to pass that rushing title and the scrimmage yard title down to them. We have, I think, some pictures of them. These are your twins' we have the highlights. Being a youth football coach, that sounds pretty epic.
Oh, man, it takes up a lot of time. It takes up a lot of time. That's crazy. I didn't even know y'all had that.
How much are you loving this part of your life?
Yeah, it's pretty good to be able to go out there and teach them, and not just them, the rest of the kids that's on the team, be able to go around all those and coach them up, and not just on the field, off the field, make sure that grades are right, all those type of things. But it's just a joy just to go out there on the weekends and watch them play, and the smiles that, put on their face when they score touchdowns, make big plays and stuff like that. So
It's amazing. Okay, well, have fun in London. Is there anything that you want to go do? What's on the bucket list? Have you been here before?
No, I've never been here before. I heard it's a lot of like art galleries and stuff like that. Like that, I probably want to check out and stuff like that, and check out the food and stuff like that.
Okay, but then you got to take a nap because you got to be getting this crowd pumped. I was here last week. It's epic. It's happening at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. This is Chris Johnson, the 12th Titan. And maybe Vrabes, if you're not going to give the ball to Derrick Henry, like, you're gone. You're on the hot seat, and Chris Johnson's going to take over. We're going to text Amy about it. She's probably flying in on a jet while the rest of us are sitting and coach. But that's okay. We love you, Amy. We love you. And we'll be back here live from London. We've got the Ravens and the Titans coming up on Sunday. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Amazing. We'll be back. This NFL season, Smirnoff helping fans get ready for game day with a lineup of delicious signature football-themed cocktails, and Smirnoff giving FanDuel fans more ways to win with the Smirnoff number 21 Sunday primetime cocktail pick'em. So here's the deal. Every single week from now through the Super Bowl, head on over to FanDuel.com/Smirnoff. Just make it a part of your routine, people. There are 7 cocktail-themed questions about the Sunday night game, and it's all for a free shot at $10K in prizes. Hammy, you thirsty?
Always.
We're going to be like Deestroying. He was giving out $10K to break a sweat out there and go up against a DB or wide receiver. That sounds lame. How about just go to FanDuel.com/Smirnoff and answer these questions. Here's the question that we're going to do today. It's the hold the line lemonade question. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Bills Giants. Will either team? Ooh, this is a good one. Will either team be held to 20 points or less? Yes or no? Why?
I'm going to say yes. I think we see this Bills defense bounce back. McDermott's going to get aggressive. Remember, they sacked Sam Howell 9 times. It scares me to think what they're going to do against this Giants offensive line, and with all the injuries the Giants are dealing with, I think they're going to be in the backfield a lot.
Daniel Jones, woof. Saquon, we ask Daniel Jones about Saquon every week, and I'm not getting an affirmative on that. Woof.
Yeah.
O-line, woof. Darren Waller, still kind of woofy. He's missed practices this week. It's going to be a rough go, I think. Von Miller back in the program. So sorry about it. I'm going to agree with you and say yes, that both teams are going to be held to 20 points or less. There you have it, guys. It's just that easy. It's just one of 7 questions over at FanDuel.com/Smirnoff. Used to cover boxing in the day. I was at Wembley Stadium to watch Anthony Joshua take on Mr. Usyk. I don't know how it ended. I didn't know what was going on, but I know a thing or two about haymakers, okay? And how about some K-makers for you guys? Some anytime touchdown scores for Week 6. Here they go. Live from London, I'm going to go with Raheem Mostert against the Panthers, league-leading 8 touchdowns this season. He's going to get lots of opportunities against the Carolina defense. They've given up the most rushing touchdowns this year. The math is mathing. How about TJ Hawkinson, guys? He's only scored twice this year, fine. But no JJ. I think he's the go-to red zone target for Minnesota against the Bears. And Jacoby Myers' revenge match against the Patriots. Listen to me. He scored 3 touchdowns in the 4 games he's played this year. And he'd love nothing more than to stick it to his struggling former team. Revenge games counts, maybe not in the stats, but it's a thing. So Raheem Mostert, TJ Hawkinson, Jacoby Myers, those are my choices for anytime touchdown scorers in Week 6. One of my favorite things on the show that we are doing, we did it a couple of times last year, and we're certainly doing it this year, it's K Caught Ya, where I'm looking for everyone from players to coaches to team owners to fans, fan bases at large, who are out there doing good in their communities, who are consistently doing good things. Or maybe there's like one moment that there's an act of kindness that happens, and we have gotten the approval for budget from FanDuel, which is amazing, to donate $1,000 for those sort of causes. And this next one, I'm really, truly inspired by, because Joy Taylor, who you of course see on Fox, on Speak, doing her thing all over Instagram, always has amazing takes. She's incredible. I love her. I'm inspired by her. And she's always been really candid about domestic violence, how it's affected her personally, how she can pay it forward, tools, resources, and she has the Joy Taylor Foundation. I was really excited and honored to talk to her about her very important work with K Caught Ya. Take a look. Joy, everybody knows that you love to talk about football and sports and pop culture and all of that and music, but they also know, because you've been so vulnerable about it, that your connection to domestic violence. And then I really want to put on the map a little bit here for maybe my followers that don't know how much you do with the Joy Taylor Foundation that you started a couple of years ago. Tell us everything you need to know.
Well, I have done a lot of work when I was in South Florida with some nonprofits there when I was living there. And when I came to LA, I really wanted to get involved in the community, but I didn't know a lot of people out here and was, trying to find different spaces to get involved. And as I, reached out to volunteer or partner with different programs, and people would ask, where can we donate, or how can we help, or how can we volunteer? I wanted to put together a foundation that sort of centralized everything that I was doing. So the Joy Taylor Foundation centers around domestic violence awareness and outreach, homelessness awareness and outreach, and youth empowerment. So we've been able to put together some pretty fun events, and I'm very proud of it.
What kind of events?
Well, we did actually, you can see the football behind me.
Yeah, I love that football.
We did an all-girls flag football camp when the Super Bowl was here in Los Angeles 2 years ago. We partnered with Dr. Jen Welter, who I'm sure you're familiar with, the first female coach in the NFL. And she does amazing work with women in sports and particularly with women in football. So she hosted our camp. We partnered with her Gridiron Girls Foundation to host an all-girls camp for young girls here in Los Angeles, ages 8 to 18, in South Central, which was amazing. Had former players came out, and a lot of different local community businesses partnered with us. So it was a really great day. And most recently, we brought a group of girls, college and post-college age, to the Angel City Football Club game. Angel City has been amazing, really reaching out and being involved with the community. Is such a welcoming environment. They actually invited me out to a game, and I had such a great time. And I love that it's women owned, and it's just such a great experience. One, being a professional league for women, and women that are playing at the highest level, women who are playing on the U.S. women's national team, but also it's women owned. There's women vendors. It's just like a great community event, and it's so accessible. But a lot of people don't really even know that they play here or what's going on with it. So I wanted to bring a group of young girls out to give them that experience, to especially, I feel like, awareness about all the different jobs that you can have in our business. A lot of times people see our business and say, oh, if you're not on air, there's really like no way to get in it. And there's so many amazing careers that you can have in and around sports that are not just front facing. You can work in sales and marketing. You can, work in community outreach and work for a team. So your office is the stadium, and you get to work and interact with people and have incredible different avenues and careers and growth in the business, and as a woman, and of course as a woman of color. So it was a really great night, and Angel City was incredibly welcoming with us, brought the girls down on the field. And so those are some of the things that we do.
I mean, that's a lot. You're super involved. It's incredible. Can you tell us about the Beauty to the Streets connection?
So Beauty to the Streets is a community homeless outreach program. Shirley started it. Shirley is amazing. If you don't follow her on social media, she's an incredible follow. She works down on Skid Row and now in many other communities around the country, but giving out food, toiletries, tents, blankets, toys, haircuts, of course, and makeup, which was how she started, because she is a makeup artist. And I'm sure you've seen some viral videos on social media of just the transformation that people can have when they get something as simple as a haircut. I worked with her for several years now, started volunteering, but now, working with her to help, support the program and bring awareness to what she's doing in the community of Los Angeles, which is incredible.
But the domestic violence part of the Joy Taylor Foundation, and just part of who you are, what would be your first sort of step or first advice that you'd give to somebody who thinks that they might be in a relationship that is a little bit above toxic, that they need to get out of?
Yeah, I always recommend that you, one, not be afraid to ask for help. A lot of times, just no matter who we are, men, women, elderly, young people, we have this anxiety about saying, I might need help. And you have this guilt about being a burden to other people. But oftentimes almost always you find when you do reach out for help, that there's so much of it, and there's so many people that are there to support you, or have been through the same thing. And when you're in a toxic relationship, it can feel very isolated, and you begin to convince yourself you're the only person in the world that could possibly be going through this. Like, how could anyone be dealing with this? And there's a sense of embarrassment about reaching out. So there's so many websites that you can go to, and so much material available online about, recognizing if you're in a toxic relationship, and places that you can go for help. And obviously, if you are in a, very serious situation, you should reach out to a shelter or outreach program. And there are so many, and they're very willing to help you put together a plan to get out, because if you've been in an abusive relationship, you often know that part of the abuse is they cut you off from resources and make you feel like you have no option, which is the furthest thing from the truth.
You're changing people's lives, Joy. You are saving people's lives with the Joy Taylor Foundation. How can people help?
So you can go to the joytaylorfoundation.com. All of our information with the programs that we partner with, including the domestic violence outreach, is available on the website as well. And there's links to donate to the foundation. All of the donations go directly to any of the programs that we partner with. There's lots of ways to get involved. We'll be doing some holiday events coming up very soon.
A lot of people on my staff who would love to volunteer, so please keep, and we're in LA, so please let me know how I can help. But we are donating $1,000 to the Joy Taylor Foundation today to support everything you do, and you are such an inspiration. It's so much bigger than all of that. So thank you for everything you do, and thanks for taking the time to hang with us today.
Thank you, Kay. I really appreciate that.
We're sitting here in London. We're having a great time. How amazing and inspiring is the work that Joy Taylor is doing, not just with young women, with homelessness, with fighting adversity all throughout the community. It's amazing. And here's the QR code on the screen. So please hit it and donate if you can. We were so excited to donate $1,000 to the Joy Taylor Foundation. The guests keep coming. One-on-one, the tour, Deestroying, and YouTube absolute superstar. I love this guy. Just minutes away, Deestroying on Up and Adams. Am I going to take him on one-on-one with something like a thumb war? I don't know, filing your taxes? Who knows? We'll be back after this. Time now for, hey bro, you up? Where I hit you with my favorite sleepers for daily fantasy and season-long leagues. How about Jared Goff at quarterback? He hasn't put up monster numbers yet. Mr. PFF #1 graded quarterback. We see you. It's hard to run on these Buccaneers, though, so I think we see him air it out. He's got the Chris Carter Hall of Fame, like love, on the show this week, so I like it. How about Tutu Atwell? Targets did drop because Kupp got back. He's a bit of a boomer bust situation, but you might need him. The Cardinals also are a nice matchup for him. They hate the deep ball. They're allergic to it. They are at least guarding from it. They're getting lit up. So Tutu thrives there. I like it. And at tight end, how about Dalton Schultz? Nice little target here. Low on all the rankings. He's a good value. He's heating up, okay? He scored in back-to-back games, 10 targets this past week. Is he the so-fetch of tight ends? I don't know, but I'd say you should play him against even a tough Saints defense. Okay, he needs no introduction. He's the most famous person in the entire world. Deestroying here in London. You've had quite a day here.
Yep,
Thanks for making time for us on Up and Adams. You had your one-on-one 10K thing out here. How did it go?
It was amazing. I'm not going to lie. I didn't expect the talent to be what it was, but they ball out here. We had guys from UK, from France, Germany, Africa, all over. And they showed that they can ball as well.
So who got the 10K?
You guys got to watch my YouTube video.
Ooh,
Come on now.
That's how he does
Come
it.
on now.
That's how he's got the millions of
you
subscribers.
wanted me to spoil it?
No, I don't, but I want to talk some NFL with you, if
oh,
you
yeah,
would.
Let's do it.
Well, we're here in London, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Yes.
Obviously, we got a bunch of games here. We've got the Titans and the Ravens this weekend. When you're here, do you want to be in the NFL? Does it make you, like when you get the atmosphere, you like, man, I want to be there?
It's an amazing atmosphere. Obviously, I've been to a lot of NFL games in America, but the fact that it's over here, the fact that the sport's growing in Europe, it's fascinating, and it's lovely, man. It gets me excited. I can't wait to watch the games.
Do you want to be in the NFL?
One day, maybe. One day. I'd love to. It's a great opportunity, but I love what I'm doing, man. I love the fans. I love the support. I love the freedom that I get. I don't know. It's great opportunities both ways.
Well, you're racking up the air miles because you're
know.
doing all of these one-on-ones all over the place. What made London different?
First off, we've never done some out of the country before. So the fact that it was over here in London, the NFL helped us out. It's in Tottenham Stadium.
You're on
Look
every
around.
big screen. All the signs
bro,
here is
it's crazy.
Deestroying the takeover.
It's crazy. I mean, just being here and then the talent. And I didn't know I had this much fans and support out here.
Yeah.
Like, people were taking pictures. I had a bunch of DMs of guys that were trying to make it. Guys came 3 hours away. Like, it was insane.
There were a lot of reports that you wanted to come back to the NFL in 2024.
Mm-hmm.
And I figured you were going to be a little hesitant about it because of what my friend Mark Ingram did to you.
Damn. You going to bring that up?
I mean, he's a friend of mine, but I don't know who to root for because you're
Listen,
so nice.
no, check me out. Look. It was a prank, pre-planned, but I didn't think he was going to boomstick me like that.
Why would he? He's a sweetheart. Why would he do that?
I had to gas him up. I hyped him up.
I mean,
you got to poke the bear, you know?
What did you say to him before you guys did this?
I was like, that's all you got? Come on, that's it? Because we did a rep before off camera, and, like, he juked me out of the way. I was like, come on, bro, I'm trying to really tackle you.
He doesn't want none. Why is he doing that?
I don't know, man. You know, these running backs are crazy, man.
Yeah, so I saw Justin Jefferson. He was, like, masked up. Nobody knew who he was at one of your one-on-ones. A couple of years ago, you were one-on-one against Cheetah, Tyreek Hill. What if I asked you who's better?
They're both guys that are way out of their league. They're talented. If guys in the NFL struggle to guard them, you could only imagine what happened with me. Tyreek is a lot faster, a lot more explosive. Justin Jefferson's just smooth. He knows where he's going. Route technician. I actually did ones against Justin Jefferson as well, way back.
And how'd you do?
I ain't strap him once. He had me every time. So, I mean, it was the same result for both. Both those guys are spectacular.
Neither of them played for Kansas City, though. You mocked yourself up in a Chiefs jersey. What is that about?
Hey, you got to get the clicks on YouTube.
Is that
you
got to
get the clicks.
What's the secret to YouTube?
I wouldn't say there's any secret. Like Dion would say, the secret is there's no secret. You just got to work hard. You just got to believe in yourself. You got to put out good content, stuff that's unique, stuff that catches people's attention, and stuff that means something. A lot of the times nowadays, people just do meaningless content, or they do whatever just to get views. Like, your content has to have a story, a meaning, a message behind it, so that people can root for you, so that people can tune in. So I feel like my story is inspiring to people, my content's inspiring to people, and it gives them a platform, an opportunity to put themselves on a map. So it's more than just videos, you know?
From Costa Rica to Florida to what could have been the NFL, what could still be the NFL, as you might be able to have whatever you want, to what you're doing, and it's so inspiring. You're giving out this 10K. These kids are coming out and giving it their all. What are you most grateful for?
Oh, man, I'm grateful for all the support. I'm grateful for all the opportunities. I'm grateful for all the people that believe in me and help me be in the positions I am today. I'm grateful for my family, my mom, my dad, sister, brother, my nephews. They all just support me, call me, check in on me, keep me grounded. I'm grateful for a lot of things. This would go for an hour if I named all the things I was grateful for.
I saw your GQ article, and it was an hour of you telling me how you spent your first $1 million, which I loved the transcript. It was amazing. Yeah. There's an amazing international NFL pro shop here at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. If you were to take $100 or 100 pounds, whatever you want to say, and go in there and you have to buy a jersey of any of the 32 teams.
Any team?
Listen, I did about 3 hours of research trying to figure out where your allegiance is, who you like. You support everybody and nobody at the same time.
That's how you got to keep it. You got to be neutral. You got to be neutral.
But if you say it with that smile,
you got to be neutral.
Which jersey are you buying? Which of the 32 teams right now?
I mean, I have damn near every jersey I want and need, but you put me on the spot.
D, come on.
I don't have a team. I don't want to hop on a bandwagon, but I'm from Florida. Dolphins are doing great, so I'll probably give me a Dolphins jersey.
I like that. I think that's absolutely perfect, and that's where you do have Cheetah. Is there a corner in this league that can stop him? Is there anyone who can stop him? You named Dion. Could Dion have stopped him?
I don't know. One-on-one, I don't know. It's different. Tyreek is different speed.
Yeah.
Tyreek's built different. I don't know. One-on-one, I don't think there's anyone in the league that can stop him.
What's your goal? Let's talk about it. Big
My
goal.
goal.
Let's dream big. We'll scream it out here in the
Number
middle of Tottenham.
one, my biggest goal is just to be happy. You know what I'm doing. I'm super happy doing what I'm doing, so I'm kind of achieving my goal, but I want to maintain that. I want to keep doing what I'm doing, but just elevate it. Obviously, we're doing things in stadiums. We're doing things in Europe now. I don't know, whatever the next steps could be. Maybe some one-on-ones on the moon. I don't know, something.
Deestroying to the moon?
Imagine.
Wow,
Zero gravity
ones? But you're convincing me that you could do it. Listen, there's a lot of young creators out there, young dreamers, young people that want to go to the moon. Talk to the ones that are hitting adversity, the ones that are saying, I can't buy the new computer. I can't take the class to learn how to edit my own stuff. I can't get another follower on TikTok. It's not working. The algorithm's against me. Talk to those people.
I will say everybody faces adversity in their life. And the ones who are successful are the ones that look adversity in the face and continue their journey. I know it's easy to give up. It's easy to say, or make an excuse or something, or say why something's not working out. But the truth is, everybody goes through adversity. No matter how great someone's life may seem. My life's amazing, but I go through adversity every day. You just got to continue believing in yourself, work hard, keep your head down, and the world is your oyster.
Oh my gosh, we're going to the moon, guys. There's going to be one-on-ones on the moon. Can you imagine the hops DeAndre Hopkins is going to have us playing here this weekend on the moon with no gravity?
Goodness.
Amazing. We're going to do one little rapid-fire thing. Can I have just the rapid-fire questions?
Oh, man, you're going to put me on the spot, huh?
No, I'll make these easy for you. Let's see.
You're going to put me on the spot.
Well, who's your biggest fan in the NFL?
My biggest fan?
Yeah, who loves you the most in the NFL? Who do you hear from the most?
Tyreek, Justin Jefferson, A.J. Brown.
No DBs.
Bijan's cool. We did some stuff with Big Play Slay. It's love all over, man.
Okay.
It's love all over.
I saw some love between Sheeta and Big Play Slay on the internet yesterday. I love seeing that. Who runs the crispiest routes right now in the NFL?
Crispiest routes?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
It's Stephon Diggs up there. Devontae Adams.
Please.
Devontae
I mean, just,
Adams.
woo! I'm glad you
Calvin Ridley's a sleeper, too.
Oh!
He is a sleeper, too. He's looking good.
He's just appealing to the London fan base who loves their Jacksonville Jags. I see you, D. You're a brand
from Florida,
guy.
too, so gotta show love.
Who doesn't get enough love for their one-on-one skills?
Keenan Allen. I feel like he need more love.
This is
He
the
need
best
more
thing
love,
I've ever seen.
man.
We love Keenan Allen. XFL with The Rock or NFL with Roger Goodell?
I love Uncle Roger. Nothing against the XFL. I work with them. I do stuff for them. I'm grateful for the XFL, but Uncle Roger's my guy.
Do you
man.
have Uncle Roger's phone number, and is he saved as Uncle Roger?
It's not saved as Uncle Roger, but yeah, I do.
Oh
He
my
calls me to
God.
try to work out at 6 in the morning. He was here in
To
London.
do what kind of
last
workout?
weekend. He does hot yoga at 6 a.m.
Have you done hot yoga
I was
with
like,
Commissioner
fam,
Roger Goodell?
it's too early for me. It's too early for me, fam.
Have you ever done that with him?
Nah, not yet. Nah.
Okay, that is the
Maybe one
greatest
day.
story I've
Maybe
ever
one
heard.
day.
What is happening? What is your life? Don't ever play in the NFL. You're not going to have that kind of access. Favorite collab on the channel to date?
Favorite collab?
Yeah.
Obviously, the ongoing collaboration with the NFL is great. But AJ
Raj.
Brown was fun. Yeah, Uncle Roger, that's my dude. I don't know, man. I love all my videos. I can't pick a favorite.
Gosh, it's
I can't
amazing.
pick a favorite.
Is there a challenge that you're most proud of that you've accomplished?
A challenge? Like
Even like on your YouTube or outside of it?
Like in life?
What are you most, just in general? Yeah.
Obviously, I'm proud of my journey. I think back when I played at UCF and I faced kind of my biggest adversity was picking between my scholarship and my YouTube channel. And apparently I made the right decision. I mean, we're here at Tottenham right now, so yeah.
How many times have you regretted it?
Never.
Not
0
once.
times.
I love
Never.
that.
Come
Love
on
that.
now.
Most surprising thing that's happened while filming?
Most surprising thing that's happened. There's some times where I made some kicks that I couldn't even believe that I was making. Like once I remember I was trying to kick a field goal into a trash can, and I didn't make it. I tried like 10 times, and I was like, you know what? I feel like I got a better chance punting. Punted the ball 40 yards away, it went straight in. I was like, oh, dang.
Are you bad at anything? What could I take you on What could I take you on in one-on-one and win?
I don't know. What are you good at?
Nothing, but you've got to be bad at something. Like a thumb war?
Hosting a show.
I mean, you're doing a pretty good job here. I'm tripping over my words.
You hosted me.
You're
at
Tottenham. You're like, there's nothing you're bad at?
There's things I could work on.
Are you scared of heights or anything?
I'm not. Nah, if I have something there to hold me, I'm good. If it's just an empty, no railing, then yeah, I ain't doing it.
The perfect human, everybody. Deestroying.
Stop
Good
it.
luck with your
Stop
one-on-ones. You're making an impact.
Thank you so much.
You're just my favorite person.
Appreciate
okay,
you.
we'll be back right here on Up and Adams. Devontae Adams, see, I love you.
Yes, sir.
I got love for you. UK. Get it, K. K Adams here with the Up and Adams show in London. That's River Thames. This is more my speed. This is where we are. No, I don't know what that is. I'm going to guess it's the Tower Bridge. Love it. The Big Ben that I know and love. Some fun games here. Duck, duck, goose. Jags. Titans. Derrick Henry. No, yeah. I don't. Is he around?
You gonna make it personal? We can make it personal.
It was already personal before the game started. Now, 42-10. I don't think you want to see us again. It might be a little bit worse.
Wow. Debo.
I don't know what we trust.
Micah, Debo. I don't know what to say. I'm getting uncomfortable.
I think the offense with Brock Purdy as a quarterback, they have not lost a game with him under center. So that gives you tremendous confidence in the locker room. I said, man, this is Kurt Warner with just a little more athleticism.
This team is playing this week. Who do you think this is?
Those are the Tennessee Titans, right?
Oh! Woo, 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 woo.
Oh my lord, that's Thundercats. No, I'm just kidding.
Gardner's a pro. I played him in college. He lit us up for like 500 yards, so I already knew exactly what he could do. He doesn't ever come into the huddle and like has a look in his eyes like, okay, what are we about to do, right? He's like, all right, let's go dominate.
What do you want to say to your mom right now? Just to give her a little shout out.
So she's going to be pissed because I did it to her last week in London. I forgot to tell her she was up at like 2 a.m. or something. I'm glad I can be on your show. She loves you. She loves that you always support me, no matter what. And we both really appreciate that.
The Cleveland, they're the Cleveland Browns.
All right, how about this one?
The Broncos.
Just make it up.
The Broncos are on horses. The Browns, Broncos, Browns. No, I already said Browns.
It rhymes with Schmangles.
Schmingles. No, I have no. Next one. I'd rather do the next one.
At the end of the day, if you are the 32nd ranked defense and you have a Super Bowl ring, nobody cares.
Kind of been like Christmas has come early for NFL fans in the UK, having had 3 games or having 3 games here this year. I just always love these games are such a celebration of the sport.
Do you know Gronk? What have you heard about Gronk?
I heard that he's an American football man with lots of attitude.
That's compliment.
Thank you for.
I'm a lot better than the Cowboys, okay? Because even your pregame fit, and once I saw it, and it was all black. I go, this is the funeral. This is the funeral for this Cowboys secondary. I mean, this right away, I was like, R.I.P. What stuck out about the fans here who are wild?
Fans were juiced the whole game. I remember in like pregame warm-ups, it was packed. Everyone was in there early, and they were juiced. They're cheering the whole game, regardless of what happens.
Oh, come on. Come on now, Christo.
Right? New York Giants.
Is this a Limp Bizkit shirt that you're wearing? Let's talk about this. Let's go no further than what you're wearing. Let's do the next one. That's the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh my God!
How about this one?
The Green Bay Packers.
We don't even say their name. The Lions.
Green Bay Packers.
Oh, okay, great. I know you're not drinking water out of a red Solo cup. You're faster than everybody in the NFL right now in your prime.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what we like to hear from Chris Johnson, CJ2K. And the last one.
Some Pirates, but no, they are the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Cheers to everyone. Are you drinking beers in the bad way, the unhealthy way? We love you. We're cheersing to you guys. I kind of have been saying that I moved out here and live here now, but I guess we're going home. We will be back in LA on Monday. Big thanks to FanDuel. Big thanks to the Up and Adams production crew for making everything happen. It takes a lot of people to let us do our thing. We had an amazing week, incredible guests, everyone from booking to our camera guys, now part of our family, our London fellas. Here in London, of course, the NFL helping us out, Henry Hodgson, big shout out to him, and everybody out in our headquarters, our heart, of course, in LA. So thanks to everybody across the board. Everybody be safe out there. A big thanks to guests like Cristo Fernandez and Gronk, of course, and Debo and Cam Jordan and everybody who makes our show possible and makes waves. We appreciate you guys the most, the subscribers, the people who are tuning in daily, who are giving us life in the chat every day. It has been so fun here in London. I never take it for granted. I'm excited for this game between the Titans and the Baltimore Ravens. Behind me, we'll see what happens, but everybody stay safe, choose to be kind, and we will see you guys on Monday.